fix myself. Hi, YouTube. I know it's a lot of people in the world that are going through a lot of pregnancy issues, as people have PCO, fibroids, and I am one of them. I have both. I didn't know that I had it until I was pregnant with my son. I went into the doctor's office and they had explained to me that, hey, I had like 6 fibroids with him while I was pregnant. And then later on, I had got like 9 while I was pregnant. It was a very hard pregnancy for me. It took a toll on my body. And after I had 1 surgery to got them removed. Then later, I had to, like a couple years, like 3 years after he was born, I had to get another surgery because they came back again. I had to go see a fertility doctor. That was hard. And through that process, that was a hard process for me. I had a total of 10 by then. Then the size of them, I had one size of a grapefruit. I think I have 2 of them, size of a grapefruit. And then I had 5 sizes of a golf ball, and 1 was just tiny. You know, it's hard to know that people are out here having a hard time having kids. And I didn't know I was one of them. It took me 5 years to have my son. And after I had this fertility, seen this fertility doctor, and after I got the fibroids removed, I was supposed to get cut open because it was so big. But luckily, he said he was able to cut them in tiny pieces. But that came out later on. One of my tubes were like completely gone. But I didn't know until after I had my daughter. So when I got pregnant with my daughter, before I got pregnant with my daughter, I talked to this lady and she would explain to me like how I need to eat and help like keep everything down. I can be a diabetic. I gained so much weight, this and that. But I have gained some weight, but that's after I had her. But she told me if I wasn't able to get pregnant 3 months after I had my son, after I had my surgery, and I would need to see another fertility doctor because the doctor I was seeing, he retired. So after I promise you, 3 months later, I was pregnant with my daughter. I had the surgery in September. In January, I found out I was pregnant with her. And that was a lot too, because both my kids were born early. But luckily, they were healthy babies. And me knowing that I had the PCO, that was hard because I didn't know I had no fertility issues. But now I think about 5 years to have my son, that was a long time. And I know it's people out here that's having tough time having kids, and nobody's not able to give them any help. But the one thing I learned, you have to let go. Because if you don't let go and let God steer the wheel, then you'll never. It's not never, but it's just you constantly thinking about it. Like, when I'm gonna have this baby? I want a baby so bad. That's how I was. Until I learned to let go. Then I started taking different vitamins that helped me with my to see if that would help. I heard a lot of different things, but I know one thing before I tried, right before I had my son, I tried Geritol. And that was, I heard a lot of people say they have really got pregnant, and I promise you, I used that whole bottle, and later on I found out I had got pregnant with my son, and that's a good one if y'all never have tried that, and if y'all having fertility issues, because I tried that before, and it really works. And I was explaining to another girl at work that I work with, and she told me she had the PCOS. And that was so crazy because I never met nobody else with it. You know, but it's very common in women that have it. And she explained to me her situation. And her situation, it was hard for her. She done everything the doctor told her she needed to do. But it never, she wound up getting pregnant, but she wound up having a miscarriage. Because the doctor told her that either they will have to save her or the baby. And you shouldn't have to choose between you and your child. But during every circumstances, I mean, you have to, but you don't want to put your body in so much toll. And it's hard. And I understand because it was hard. Both my pregnancy was hard for me. Like, really hard. In and out the hospital, it was just a lot. But it is hope, and it is some, we have to be supportive. How about that? We need to be supportive for us as women to be able to support each other and being able to be there, because it's hard for women that has this. It really is. If you never thought about it or never heard of it, it's like PCOS is like you produce like 20 eggs in each ovary, and all of them are released at all one time, and then after that they disappear. So it's hard for us to get pregnant, and it's a lot, because I never got to tell anybody how it, I never told nobody my story. Because it's a lot that I had to deal with. It's still a lot. And once the doctor told me, after I had my daughter, the doctor told me I only had one tube. Just one. The other one was holding on for dear life. So that let me know that my baby girl was just like a miracle for me. Because God was able to give me her. And I never thought I would be able to get pregnant so fast. Not like with my son. So I was not able to have my daughter naturally like my son. I had to have a C-section because after I had my surgery, my scars wasn't healed all the way. They said I was gonna bleed to death if I ever tried to have her naturally. And they said if I got pregnant the next time, they wouldn't know how my body would react, because my body has been through so much. But I'm giving you my story. If anyone out there have a story they want to tell, please be an inspiration to us as women, to give us opportunities, to be able to give each other advice on how to overcome this, because you can. You really can. So don't let nobody tell you you can't. Alright, you guys, even though I'm crying, I will catch y'all later. But remember to subscribe, like, and comment to my YouTube channel. Please let us be supportive for us as women.